All right. What's up? What's up? Technical difficulties on Tag's part, right? Maria.
Okay.
All right.
We're back in business.
Normally, when you try to reset something, I didn't even get a chance to reset. As soon as I moved my screen, it was like three, two, one.
It's gone. Okay. Ask
Right.
me the last
Normally, I get the 60 cent.
time.
All right. So barrier. So communication, barrier to communication. So if you're trying to talk to somebody through a wall, right, a physical wall,
Hmm.
how would you do? How would you do that?
Old fashioned glass, for sure. Because that's worked. Me and my
You gonna put a
cousins and my
cup
sister
up?
used to use it all the time. Yep.
Yeah.
It definitely works.
Not
I remember when we used to try and do the two plastic cups and like cut a little hole and with string and see how long we could go to like actually be able to hear each other. Never really believed that worked. Pretty sure that's like some form of echoing. I don't know the science behind it, but yeah, glass up against the wall. Pretty sure how they do in prison still. So I think that's just a
right.
classic way, and that's just how it works.
So yeah, when you look up the barriers of communication, physical communication, the first one would be noise, and that's demonstrating noise, yelling through the wall or beating on the wall. Um, those things definitely work. Um, we rely on our senses a lot, so somebody yelling across the street. I mean, if you're deaf, then I guess you would have to listen to the vibrations, but that is number one on the list for sure. Um, Another one would be like message or message distortion. So mumbles, sounds, clicks, and noises. Have you ever used any of those things to like communicate with somebody?
Absolutely,
Keep it
for
clean.
sure.
Keep it clean, man. But
Um,
we're featured.
okay, I'll try my best. So my best friend and I used to do a thing. Well, we still do a thing where we people watch. It's one of my favorite pastime hobbies. We used to go places and see how many minorities we could count. And sometimes, depending on where we were, we really couldn't say too much. So we had to kind of communicate with our eyes, our facial expressions, or just some humming, some mumbling. Yeah, definitely still do that. I don't think that's
And
ever going to go
I
away.
know people laugh about that. You guys could definitely, people can definitely have fun with that and laugh about it, where you don't necessarily have to say something, just, making a gesture, you laugh about it, just looking at somebody, saying is a funny thing because people watch all the time, and it's always like that.
All the
You
time.
see that? Look at that, like, so yeah, I can
Hmm.
imagine that's fun
That
for a
over
lot
there,
of
that
people
little
just
head
watching
nods.
how people interact out in the world. hmm So another one
Hmm.
is architecture, right? The distance between two buildings, two offices, or even a break room. Um, what's the biggest way to communicate with somebody at a far distance without using your cell phone?
Oh, hmm. Without using like any level of a phone?
Yeah, you can't use a phone at all. How do you contact somebody that's at the end of a hallway?
Well, I mean, okay, if you can't use a phone, then the first option would be
hmm
by email. Uh, if you can't use email, then I would make a paper plane. Um, if you can't make a paper plane, I would definitely do. Well, I'm terrified of birds, so I wouldn't do by pigeon, but maybe horseback. I would do that. I almost wish
Look,
I was
we're
like a mail
only
carrier
they're
for
only
horseback, or like in
they're
Harry
they're
Potter
only
by
at the
owls.
end. Harry Potter. You gonna use owls? So we got
Oh, so
owls,
maybe not horseback.
uh, gestures, horseback. So
Paper
let me
planes.
find out if it look. if any of you guys' cell phone just all of a sudden dies today and you need to talk to somebody across the room, Draco, I want to see you break out a pigeon. I want to see smoke signals. You know, you standing on the corner, jumping up like this, and not getting my attention. I'm gonna be like, what are you doing over there? You know, good to see how y'all minds work though. What about
I mean,
what
but
about you?
honestly, that's how a lot of people used to communicate is by letter, by mail, leaving notes and stuff like that. So if you're
But if
not
they're only
using
if they're
other
only
levels
across
of
the
cues trying to
hall,
get someone's attention,
if they're across the hall or
well,
across the street, you're gonna you're gonna throw a paper plane over traffic.
no, I would go up to them. I would just go and have that conversation. I think a lot of people don't actually go and just have the conversations. I mean, if we're
That's the
joking around
thing.
and I can't do that, then yeah, definitely paper airplane.
Paper airplane for sure. We're using paper
Hmm.
airplane pigeons and smoke signals.
Owls.
Owls and pigeons for sure. Um, how do you feel time being like a communication like time and communication? How does time impact the clarity of communication?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. Um, Depending on what you're trying to communicate, for me, especially in like my line of business, I know if I don't send something out or communicate right away, it's going to get kind of lost. Either I'm going to forget about it or it's not going to be as relevant as it was at that moment. Um, and you have to be a well communicator because sometimes if you just jump to the gun and communicate something too quickly, it also could come off differently. But the longer you allow time to pass, the less importance that message is going to be. So I definitely would say get a sense of the sense of urgency, really. Don't allow that communication to lapse more than 24 hours if necessary. And that probably would be really important in my personal life and professional life, honestly.
For sure, for sure. What's up, everybody? I'm 6'5" Mirror. Welcome to How Times Change. I got Maria D up in the box. Make sure you guys hit her with a fave and check her out. She's all over the app doing lots of various different things. You will catch her in a stream near you. So with communication, with these different types of communication, how do you feel that time will affect the future with communication? And now we're coming into like a technology kind of world. So like this,
Mm.
do we? Is there a way that we're going to extend the minute, extend the time? Do you feel like the time is going to become more or less?
I think technology, if anything, has made time more valuable. And I say that because it's already adapted into a way where we can instantly, like with AOL, we were able to instantly message someone. We were also able to communicate whether we were there or whether we were not, if we were available, if we were active and online. It makes things already very instant. So with anything, I think I don't know how we can extend a minute unless time itself actually changes, but I do believe that technology has made instant communication exactly what it is. There's so many different ways to be able to reach out to someone, and it's eliminating excuses for people not to be able to communicate. There's multiple different ways to be able to reach someone, and you're starting to lose the whole sense of, well, it works two ways. Okay, but if you try one way, don't stop trying multiple different ways. There's multiple different ways to reach me.
Right.
I think
All
it makes
right.
time a little bit more valuable, honestly, because I'm not trying
Of
to waste
course,
no
for
time.
sure. Yeah, no time wasted. If I feel like they're gonna try to break time barriers like they normally been trying to do. But one thing that cell phones and technology definitely do is they help you lose the track of time. You know, when you watch TV or you watch, videos on your phone, you get caught in rabbit holes and you're like, whoop, I started looking at this at 12 o'clock. Now it's 5 in the afternoon. Same thing with streaming, like you could get on here, go live for an hour or two, that you and then look up, it's 4 hours and then past and you're having fun with all your friends, you know. Um, so one thing with like TV, right? Do you watch TV a lot? Do you feel like it takes up a lot of your time?
I do. I don't watch TV as much as I like stream things off of my phone. But I mean, it really just like background noise, honestly. So
Are you one of
I
those people too?
definitely
Just
watch
turn
it
the
a lot.
TV on to go to sleep. You know,
Pretty
who
much,
put
I
something
have to
on
have something in the
specifically.
background noise.
You know, I like
It's a
watching
good
shows.
distraction
I put a
too.
movie on, go to sleep just to hear that noise. As soon as you turn it on, you wrap up in the covers and turn away from the TV. It's just having the noise in the background.
Exactly. I'm definitely one of those people. I also think for me, like if I have something serious on my mind, then I'll just put on some dumb reality TV show or I'll just have something that just distracts me because honestly, TV is just really, silly. Uh
It's the
so
Weather
take me away
Channel.
from having to watch the news or all these other serious things. I'll just watch something that, just kind of makes me a little bit numb and just passes by the time. Not the Weather Channel.
I feel that. I feel that. Hey, that's what royalty says. She watched the Weather Channel to go to sleep. You know,
I
some
can see
people
that.
might throw a movie on. Miss Royalty throws the Weather Channel on. You know. Okay. So, um, do you feel like TV is a good communicator to us?
No, I don't. Um,
No, no, you don't
I
think
mean,
so?
I don't. I think it used to be. I mean, if you think about it, if you could, in the 60s, if you could afford a TV, that was the only way that actually connected you to the world and all the things that were going on. The news was the primary thing, the TV shows, the little, I can't even think of some of the things right now, but I think social media is really what took over TVs, the same way how TVs took over the radio. You know, um, I don't think TVs are as relevant as they used to be. I think a lot of people just kind of tune in to, like again, like I said again, pass the time. I don't think it's really like as relevant actually as having something. If you have a question, you can go to Google, you can go to Yahoo, or Yahoo and the search engine, or a lot of people are getting all of their information from just other people talking and other streaming sites. I don't think TV is as relevant as just the internet itself.
Yeah, I mean, this is not like people are still listening to the radio where they play the radio just for for the information. You can watch TV for it. If we're not watching the news is really the only thing informing everybody. Um, Unless it's like something trying to sell you something. I could definitely see that. I don't know, people in here, they watch something on TV and go straight out and buy it. I don't normally do that, but you might see something. They
Lots of
might have like
advertisements.
them new boots. Yeah, the new boots that you want, or a jacket or something. Or you might see some shoes and be like, oh, you know what? I got to go buy those. The TV showed it to me, you know. Or the new era, TikTok made me buy it, or TikTok made me do it. So, um, visual communication through social media is definitely you know an advancement. Just like somebody on here could tell you, like baby bags could be like, hey, go to this live, this is what's going on. That's communication. We're going to go over there because baby bags told us to go over there.
Mhm.
Let's see, when you're in nature, right, you see animals communicating really good, right? They use uh, gestures and sounds, animal noises to communicate with each other, right?
Mhm.
What do you feel is like one of the biggest words or phrases you could say today and somebody knows exactly what you're talking about? Just one phrase.
Yerp.
Like everybody, you're okay. You're
No.
now.
I only say that maybe only New Yorkers know what that is. But I will use a very common word that I happen to use often a lot now, which is facts or bet. Those are seem to be my two favorite. Bet for sure. Bet I think has just been no one knows I'm from New York, so our mating call is Europe, and that gets everybody's attention. Uh, and if I'm serious about something, it really depends on what I say. And if I'm like, all right, bet. Like, I'm serious by how I say it. Um,
I feel
so
that.
if we're gonna put it into just one or two words, that would pretty much be it. New Yorkers don't really need to communicate a lot, or at least we
Your
don't.
your bet and facts. So I can go to New York right today and just yell out Europe, and everybody's gonna look and be like, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. Somebody gonna come
Yeah,
running,
and then the one
you
person you
know.
actually are calling, they're gonna hear your tone and they're gonna come straight to you. As a fact.
It's the please
Facts.
don't. It's the please don't in the chat. What's up, everybody? I'm 6'5" Mirror. Welcome to How Times Change. I appreciate everybody coming in, and we're learning some of the calls. Yerk from New York. Everybody has their little word that people say. I know where I'm from, we might use certain words too, but those words are too much to produce on this show. But how do you guys feel from your areas, like in the chat? Anybody else use yurt at all? You guys use yurt?
Where's my New Yorkers at? Hey.
Is that a New York thing? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard other people that ain't from New York use a yurt too.
Yeah, but no one says it better than a New Yorker. I don't care. That's
I
facts.
feel
That's
that. I
on
feel
God.
that.
Okay. Bet all
On
that.
God. All right, y'all. So look,
I'm
we're gonna
still trying to figure
introduce
out
our
who
second
foreign them
guest
is,
right now.
honestly.
Wow. So we're gonna introduce. We're gonna introduce our second guest, Miss Queen K. It's four of
You,
them. That's
is there
that's
four of them?
Chicago.
Is it foe in
No,
them?
it's on
I do.
foe and them. It's not really like a four and them, you know.
Yeah. Dead
Queen
ass?
K,
You sure about that?
On
are
four and
you
them. And okay, I came in at the wrong time. What's up, y'all? What's going on?
are you with us? Are you with us on four and them?
On phone them. You know what I'm saying? It's not on four and them. It's on phone them. Phone them.
Phone them. So who is
That,
all
hey,
four
I'm just
of them?
listening to Maria.
Is it foe and them? Is it one person plus three? I'm trying to figure it out. That ass.
Phone them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
Foe and them.
Jesus.
Miss
Okay.
Miss
I'll
Miss
get it one day.
Queen Miss Queen K, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you have going on the Tag app?
Hello everybody. What's going on? My name is Queen K. What's up? I have a feature show on here every week called This Is It. It's every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. So if you missed it last night, you missed it. Okay, it was good. So make sure y'all pull up next week, period. Because Valentine's Day, period, all that stuff. Okay, so for myself, I am actually from South Carolina, but I reside in Tennessee. In my professional life, I am a software engineer, so that's what I do for a living. And I do this, as fun, as a hobby, things like that. Um, I'm a lot of fun, I'm silly. I like to make jokes and things like that. I'm on somebody's show at some point, so you will see me on here somewhere. So just hit out people with faves and stuff. I'm a part of the Creative Vibe team, so we're everywhere and things like that. So yeah, that's it.
All right, all right. So you from South Carolina. What does South Carolina have like a phrase or word that they use that everybody knows?
Does South Carolina have a phrase? I guess it depends on where you're
Yeah,
from in
like
South Carolina.
similar to
I'm from
yurt.
like the upstate part. Now got like Charleston and stuff that's down that way. See, I ain't from the Low Country, so I don't know what they be saying out there because they be doing like the Geechee language and they be talking to me and I be like, I don't know what that mean. I'm sorry. So they have to like change it up before I can understand. So where I'm from, if you come at us with that, we be like, what? Hello. So they have to tell us in the regular speak because we know what we're talking about. But in the upstate South Carolina, I don't think we really have anything. We kind of just We be chilling, so we don't. If they do, I don't know. I don't be
You
talking
just be
like that.
chilling. You talk regular, chilling and talking regular, huh? Okay, I feel that.
That's,
All right, so with communication, right? What do you feel like some of the biggest forms of communication are person to person?
biggest forms of communication on person to person. Obviously, like
Yeah, from
texting.
person to
Texting,
person.
of course, we be texting a lot. So I guess that's a big one is texting. We don't really do phone calls no more. Like some people do, but like people don't like to really be called like that. So, but I guess shout out to people who still like to be called. So calling people or hitting them up on the gram or on social media. Hey girl, what's up? Some of my friends I don't even really call or text them. Hit them up on social media because we talk a lot on social media. So I have their whole number and I don't call them. So I don't know. Weird. So that's just me. So mm, I'm gonna say that
That's
right
okay. So you feel like somebody might write you on Instagram or something instead of like texting you or calling you?
all the time. All the time. Yes. Yes. Like
I'm a
for
horrible
example,
Okay.
texter.
Jamila Joy, I talk to her all the time. She has my whole number and literally message me on Instagram the most. That's literally how we talk every day. We do not call each other. We do not text each other. It is Instagram. I don't know why, but I guess that we're just both active on there and we just have it. It's there. People like, oh hey, let me hit her up with something. It flows. I don't know why, but social media.
Yeah. If you want to reach me, you need to call me or text me, for sure. If
Okay.
you try to hit me up on Instagram, unless I got my phone in my hand, I'm not gonna see that. I might get to it later. I got different social media platforms and I don't really check them like that. So if you want to reach me, you gotta just call me. If you
But
don't got
it'll
my
take you
number,
3 to 5 business.
send me a hi, right? Send me a hi, maybe I'll give it to you. I don't know. Gotta assess the situation. So, what's
Okay.
up, everybody? I'm 6'5" Mirror. We're here. How times change. We got Miss Maria D in the box and Queen K. Definitely check them out on the app for sure, for sure. All right, so Queen K, you're dropped in nature, right? We just drop you in nature, no cell phone, right? What is the best way to communicate if you're on an island or you're out in nature and you don't have your phone?
I'm on the island and out in nature and I don't have my phone. So, well, okay. So I'm not by myself on this island, am I? Because the way you said it, it's like, is it, is it other
You are
people also on this
stranded
island
No,
or
you
just
by
me?
you
Because
alone,
hold on.
you
looking
alone.
for
You by
help.
yourself.
Oh, by
No,
myself. Oh my god!
nobody
Like I ain't gonna
around.
play with
How
talking
you
Maybe
gonna
someone dropped
communicate?
you off.
I'm finna be like that dude on Castaway and make up something and be like
Man, the
Wilson or
only
something.
thing
That's
there's the
crazy.
animals.
Um, Jesus.
Yeah, it's only
I don't know.
animals
I'm gonna
out
be in
there.
trouble. I'm gonna be
Animals in the
honest. I'm gonna be
water.
in trouble because I don't. I'm on the island by myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to research that and write some stuff down. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna be in trouble. I don't know what I'm gonna do to figure out how I'm gonna reach other people. But like I said, I'm probably gonna have somebody a little something made up, a friend, imaginary friend or something at some point. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. I feel like that's me. But how I'm gonna reach out to other people, I have no idea. I just hope that somebody say, you know what? I ain't heard from Kate in a long time.
Okay.
So let me see. Let me call her. Let me message her up and see. And if I
Survivor
don't answer, they
101,
be
make
like,
a
hold
big
on, because
fire.
wait.
SOS.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna just go with that.
Go
Hmm.
ahead, Maria. What you think, Maria? What do you
I
think?
was gonna say
Because Queen K
Survivor
is just gonna perish
101,
away.
I'm not.
make a
I'm
make
letting.
a
I'm
big
being honest.
fire,
Being honest. I'm not gonna make
create a
it. All right, go
fire,
ahead,
and
girl.
write SOS as big
Okay,
as you
make
can
a
in the
fire. Okay,
sand
okay.
since you're on an island. Right, make
This
a
is
fire, big
somebody
fire.
write that down, y'all. This is the stuff we need to know.
Hey,
Thank
hey,
you.
Okay, just in
Draco.
case.
Draco
I
said
didn't know you were gonna get dropped off
use
and kicked off
pigeons
the boat.
and
I'm sorry,
hawks
Queen K.
earlier. So yeah,
Y'all like that?
maybe you
Thank you.
guys could do that. Attach a note to a bird. Maybe
You
that
gotta
might work.
catch the bird first. I don't know if I'm physically able to do that. I
Good point.
sometimes still
Good point.
struggle running,
Good point.
so
Man.
Well, me
I
personally,
It's
I
all
I'm
right.
want
religious,
We
so
to.
we're
I'm
all
gonna be
gonna
like,
search
I
environmental
can ride a
hacks
horse.
after this.
true, because
Yeah,
but
Environmental
with the
that should be
bird
your
hacks
next
thing,
step.
I
after
feel like
this
I'm
for
greedy.
sure.
I feel like I'm gonna eat
Yeah.
it, so I'm gonna eat the bird because I'm
You ever see
hungry.
someone trying to catch a chicken? Just you ever seen it? You think you can do it? I don't
I
know, and they
have.
don't
I
fly,
have.
so
Um,
I've
yeah, just saying.
I've caught a few chickens in my life. I'm a chicken
That's correct.
hawker. You know,
Not chicken heads,
um,
actual chickens. Not chicken heads.
Oh,
chicken hawk. I'm a chicken hawk. Y'all remember the
Oh,
cartoon?
sorry. You said hawk.
You know,
she
My bad.
said chicken
man,
head.
man. I didn't say chicken head, chicken hawk.
Woo!
I heard wrong. My bad.
Well, me personally,
So,
if it's a
so
chicken,
Queen
I'm gonna be
K,
hungry. I need something to eat, so I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna eat the chicken. That's out.
I'm
So
gonna still
go ahead.
figure out how to fry it. That's a
Go ahead.
fact.
Mhm. Go ahead.
y'all
Yeah.
terrible. Y'all terrible. All right,
We
so
hungry.
we're 20 years in the future from now, right? Queen K, if you were in charge of developing a new device or app 20 years from now, what would it look like?
20 years from now, okay, how old will be? Oh, okay, 20 years from now, I'm gonna be 50. So if I'm 50, what kind of app would I need at 50? I don't know. I guess. I mean, if I had to develop an app myself, I don't know. I would definitely hope there would be something that's more that and I think probably some people are already working on this, but I hope it during that time something that kind of links us more together. So I guess as you know, as people together, there's an app like that. So you know what I'm saying. At that time, since I'll be 50, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to, I guess, have something that links us together, so I can find like-minded people. So I guess if I put an interest in or something like that, and I may not be in the area that I don't know people, maybe I could say, hey, you know, if I have this app and say, well, I'm looking for people to do this, you know what I mean? That are not crazy, I guess you could say. And I'm like, you know, I'm in this new area, I don't know anybody. Maybe having something like that would be cool. I guess the only thing I kind of think of is maybe finding like-minded people in the area that if I'm traveling to, I don't have anybody there, they're like, oh yeah, I'm in town too. Let's link up or something like that. I don't know. Maybe a safe version of that because the stuff they got now, I'd be a little scared, but hopefully it got a little bit more advanced in the future.
It, it,
And it'll be safer to do something like that with other people.
it
So,
sounds like you kind of using that right now. Yeah, it's like you're on
um,
tag. This
yeah, but
tag 20
it's
years
not.
from now, you know.
It's yeah. We gotta kind of we gotta clean that up a little bit. It ain't there. It ain't the final form. We need to keep evolving to the end of that. That's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
we got the form now, but we need to
Evolving,
keep.
evolving.
Mhm. Yeah, we gotta keep working on that right there. So
20
Same
years from
question for you,
now,
Maria.
I'm gonna be 50.
Yeah, same question, Maria.
Right.
keep working on
I mean, I'm not exactly into the whole idea of having like a chip in my neck, like a dog kind of
it. Oh
thing.
no, we don't want that.
But, you know, as we get older, Life Alert starts becoming a little bit more attractive.
Mm.
Just in case, you know, it's like a safety belt, you know what I mean? Some level of technology to be like, chick, you're going down and like alert
Oh,
you
okay.
about to go down. I mean, I'm just thinking about future me and the problems I might have.
Yeah,
Okay,
So,
yeah.
that's
you
good. I like
know,
that.
let me
I feel
know.
that.
Let me
So
know 20
I'm
years
gonna
from
have
now.
like
I might need a
the blinged out life alert. You know, like I'm gonna have a life alert gold
right.
chain with the little
The
yeah.
watch, all that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
that's a
So
good
save
that
idea.
me from
I like
actually,
that. That's a good
it'll
idea.
be
listen,
able to help me give me
it's
like a boost, like an energy shot so I can get up. Because you know how our knees aren't always going to be like Megan,
You know
right?
what?
So, like an instant
right.
knee injector, like, boop, get up, get yourself off the floor.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like my
It's
knees are about to
I'm
give
wild
thinking
out
that
about
like
you
right
guys
having
now.
that,
In 10 minutes,
think
my knees gonna
actually.
give out. Is what you're saying. In 10 minutes, my knees
it's
gonna give out.
wild
So
because
if
you
you can
guys
give me
said
some,
50.
I like that.
Right.
You're only
You
Yeah,
gonna
know,
be 50. You guys are
I
acting like
slip,
you're about to
I've
be 80
fallen, I
years old
can't get up,
in 20
you
years.
know?
I know.
You're not gonna be 80 in 20
Exactly.
years from now. You don't need life alert at 50. Like it's y'all
But
think,
in 20
man,
years,
20
I'm
years from
planning
now,
for my future.
man, I'm gonna need life alert at 50.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking
See, look,
about
so
the
you said about the
future.
knees, okay? If my look, give me an indication. If my knees gonna give out in 10 minutes, okay? Can you help me? Look, give me a warning or something,
Right.
so I know that my
Right. A
knees
little
gonna give
buzz,
out. Give me
little
a
beep beep.
little to help me. Yeah, that's what she's saying. Sorry, that's cool. Mhm.
You're gonna need something injected into your nervous system in order to calculate whether part of your body is gonna fail. So
Mm.
for you people that are against chips and all that, it's time to embrace them.
Yeah, I don't
You
want that.
asked for an idea. You didn't say a good one. You just asked for an
I
idea.
hey, but
So,
yeah,
I was just answering the question as honestly as I could.
I mean, she
I
did
feel
though.
it.
I'm
I
with it.
feel it.
You feel me?
All right, you guys. Today in history, right? Snapple fact. Today in history, Rebecca Lee Crumpler was the first African American black doctor in the United States. that happened today. All right, that was the history for today, the actual moment of today. So the
Awesome.
women been out here doctoring and fixing us up for decades now, right? So shout out to all the black female doctors and all the African American man doctors too. We appreciate you guys. Keep striving for those first. Also, if you guys are familiar with the Super Bowl and different things like that, it'll be another history moment for African Americans where you have the first time two African American quarterbacks are going against each other, and the first time an African American female coach is going to be in the Super Bowl also. So definitely check that out if you guys
That's
are
what's
into
up.
football. You know, look for them on the sideline and cheer them on for the first. Put their name in the history books of time. Fly high, like an eagle. Shout out to the KC fans also. Um, so
Wow,
Miss
my heart breaks.
and the other people that might be Maria, I think you're a New York Giants fan, and
I
Queen
sure
K,
am.
I don't know if you
Don't
like
care.
football at all, you don't go for
I can
sports.
follow the game, but I don't have a team. But I can follow though. I
You
don't
can
have a team.
follow.
It's just the love of the
Okay.
sport.
You like when the quarterback hits a home run, Queen K?
Yeah, that's my favorite part. That's my favorite part when you do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like when the quarterback
Not
hits
when
a
they're
home
running
run.
out on the
Yeah.
field. That's not your favorite part.
That's my favorite. No. Actually, it's halftime because I'm a band kid, so that was like our time to shine. So I'm partial to the halftime show as well. So
A band kid, huh? What instrument did you play?
I play saxophone.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that
Lisa
makes me weak in
Simpson.
my knees. I love the saxophone.
I mean, you
Not
know what I'm
weak
saying.
in my
I was
knees.
trying to channel my inner Lisa Simpson. You know what I'm saying. But yeah. But yeah,
Right.
I'm a girl itself. But you know what I'm saying. When they do the touchdown and the field goal and stuff and the dance in the end zone and stuff, that's my favorite. It's great. Hmm.
How do you feel in a world where you only can FaceTime? How do you feel that world will play out?
Ooh, that's not gonna be good for
Only
me. I don't know.
only FaceTime. You have to FaceTime all the time. Nothing else.
I don't know how I feel about that because I feel like sometimes I be looking homeless, baby. I don't know. That's not gonna be good. As long as I can point it to the ceiling or something at some point, I'm okay. But you want me? I gotta be in the camera. Oh, we're gonna be in trouble because I'm. I have some moments where I be like, "Girl, what happened?" So yeah, I don't know.
I might ruffle a
Okay.
couple feathers with this one, but I am a proud Android owner. I like to stay in the galaxy and fly high, so I am an
I
Android user
apologize.
and I
I
don't use
apologize.
iPhones.
FaceTime Duo. FaceTime/Duo. My
Uh,
apologies,
be
Android
inclusive.
user.
Okay, period. You better be inclusive. That's
I'm
what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, Android user.
but either way, I don't like FaceTiming. I don't. I mean,
A lot of
I
seasons.
see the positive in it because a lot of people aren't actually having full phone conversations. They're actually not communicating because how you feel can only be expressed by how you are presented. I mean, you might know someone well enough to know what they're saying in a text, but text messages aren't the full story. Not with all the other social cues, not with the whole like I'm a visual person. Like I like to look at the person I'm having a conversation with. I lock eyes. It's just more of a respect kind of thing.
Mhm.
And FaceTime does give you that element, but it's so overused. It kind of brings me back to the chirp. You know, when you used to hit that button and everyone in the store could hear your conversation. It's
It's
just
a
so
walkie-talkie.
annoying.
So look
No,
on the church
something
phone.
about
Look,
it
I
irks
want to
my
know.
soul.
In the church phone era, did the word "yerp" exist? Because I could hear somebody hear "yerp"
Mhm.
on the damn
You
chirp,
sure
and somebody
did.
chirping back. It's like you guys remember when they had the '90s, the "What's Up" era, when everybody was like "What's up, What's up,"
Right.
yeah, yeah. That's the same thing, right?
Shout out to
We in the
Scary
store,
Movie.
yeah. Scary movie.
Yes,
We in the store just
Europe has
yerping the hell
always been a
out of
thing.
each
It's a
other.
historical thing of New York. I'm sorry, and it definitely was penetrated more during this whole chirp time. But it was really horrible. I never had one of those things. I just can't do it.
I feel that. So,
Mm.
Maria, what's your best way to communicate using gestures?
Oh, hmm. I hmm. Interesting. Using gestures.
Hmm.
I don't want to say I'm someone that talks with my hands. I think I talk with my face more. Like I got a whole new team in my office. And I told them one of the biggest things that I learned was that when I'm focused, I have the resting face of God knows what. And a lot of people would be nervous to come into my office because I'm just looking like I'm pissed, but I'm truly just like focused on like what's in front of me. So don't let the facial expressions fool you. Sometimes everything that I have to say, you can read all over my face. And sometimes my face just looks like that. So appreciate it while you're looking at it, but ask me still. The best form of communication is verbal. And I'm just going to stand beside that.
What about you, Queen K? How do you feel when you're using gestures? What's what are you doing? What's your best form of gestures to somebody?
Man, I am so animated. This is like my best. This is
I
me.
can see
I'm
you.
all over
You
my
doing
face
this right
too.
now.
Like my
You
face, you
doing
can
this
read my.
right
I'm with her. You can read it on my
now.
face. If I'm upset, you all up here, all up in here. Yes, all across the face. But I'm animated though, so I'll be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? How you doing, man? What's up? Like that's me. So I talk with my hands anyway. So if I need to get something across to
You like
somebody, I'll be
that?
like,
You like that
like,
old guy at the you like
you
that
know what I'm
old
saying?
guy
Like,
at the
what's
liquor
up?
store,
Like,
right? Standing
that's
out there
me.
with the cigarette hanging out his mouth. Hey there, baby girl, come on over here, girl. Let me
Like,
talk to you for a second. You know, you like the
that's me.
old dude at the store trying to
100%.
wash them
That's me.
windows and stuff. Hey, let me wash them windows real quick. Yeah.
Not
All
washing
right.
windows.
And you over here like, you know what I'm saying? You good? They be like, yeah. I'm like, okay. You know, it's a whole conversation. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's me.
I feel
100%.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah, your tone is definitely a big one. I see that down there. Tone is definitely a part of that.
Agreed.
So what's up, everybody? Make sure you guys hit Maria with a fave and hit Queen K with a fave. She has a show on the app where you can go and tell everybody about your hobby or hidden talent. So if you could play saxophone like Lisa, definitely go on there. I actually was on the show, and the guy that was on the show with played the guitar. I felt like I showed up
Amazing.
to a sword fight with a stick, but hey, we're not gonna blame it on Queen K. All right, we'll blame it on me. I should have known.
Yeah. I mean, if you could have played an instrument or, you could have played a mean triangle. Who knows? Hey, shout out to triangle.
Right? The
All right,
cowbell. That's
so
Or the
mine.
food.
we're in we're post COVID, right? Post epidemic. During COVID, what was the biggest forms of communication you guys used?
Post
My
COVID.
It's the spoon. It's the spoons for me.
phone.
The
My
spoons are a
phone.
powerful instrument.
Yes, that's a great
I feel
instrument.
that. I feel
Yeah.
that.
For me, definitely was the phone, text messages. I was very much to myself during COVID. I did not travel. I didn't go anywhere that I needed to go. If I could order it to the place that I was at or where I lived, that's what I did. I did not leave if I did not have to. I was not playing no games.
Okay,
So
okay.
Amazon was it. Say all these other places was yes. That's what I did. Unless I just had
Amazon's
to
lit.
leave the house or whatever, masked up, all that
What's
stuff.
up?
I
What's
wasn't
up?
playing the game doing
I
that.
feel like I feel like Draco. If you guys have been looking at the comments, I feel like Draco might have like a pigeon coop on the top of his house because he's always talking about these pigeons, sending them out messages and different things like that. I'm convinced he's training pigeons out here.
Pigeons
He's
are the FBI. Don't trust them.
clapping
Don't
and
do
stuff
it.
like that. Mike Tyson up there.
Don't do
Oh man, Mike Tyson got me
That's
started.
different.
So what about you, Maria?
it.
Built different.
Fortunately and unfortunately, during COVID, I still worked at the hospital. So our we were isolated in our offices unless we actually had to go out and deal with patients for the most part. So email was the biggest thing at work, and my phone. Um, like I said, I'm still like a huge. Sorry, I'm still a huge like give someone a call. Like if someone is on my mind and I haven't talked to them in a while, I might shoot them a message and just be like, I'm thinking of you, because there's usually a reason they popped up. Otherwise, I'm going to call you if I haven't talked to you in a while, and that's definitely the best way to communicate to me. Um, I'm very grateful for our mobile devices right now, especially during this time period where you have families that are, whether they're in a different state and you see their numbers going up or they're down the street. um, it was just the best way to communicate, and the only way to communicate because we couldn't have the face-to-face interactions. So I
Right.
think in a lot of ways, the same things that annoy me, I'm very grateful that they are available because you just don't know, like with the pandemic, what's going to happen. So
Yeah, COVID definitely in heightened communication with a lot of different people. I know for one, people were calling me that I'm like, dang, you still got my number? Hit me up like, hey, big head, how you been? Long time. I'm like, yeah, it's been like 8 years. I've had the same for almost 20 years. So it's like, yeah, what's up? What you doing these days? Everybody is shacking up and trying to find the best bunker for COVID. So that was definitely, you know, a thing. Thank you. Um, so for me, I'm already a big family person, so I always talk to my family a lot, and we kind of had like we locked everybody down kind of situation. Like, all right, we're all gonna get in this house. Nobody's gonna leave. We went got the EBT. Everybody got EBT. We all put the EBT together and the money together, and we stocked the house up like we was gonna be in there for 10 years. You know, um, and then you had to get paperwork to go to work. I worked all of COVID. I wasn't able, like some people, to stay at home. I had to go out in the madness. So then it came to a point where I had to separate myself from my family because if I got sick, I would literally bring it back to everybody in my family, you know. And that's one thing that kind of hurt. And I'm kind of anti with the phone sometimes, so it taught me to call people and check on people. People mostly call and check on me, but I had to actually reverse it and call and check on people. Hey, you guys good? You guys all right? The toilet paper thing was definitely crazy with COVID. That was wild. That was wild. People are fighting over toilet paper versus food. I'm in the steak section. I'm trying to get me a steak, and people over there fist fighting over two ply. You know, um, that's wild. What's good, everybody? I'm 6'5" Mirror. Welcome to How Times Changed, feature show on the Tag app, one of the newer ones. We got Miss Maria D, and we got Queen K. Queen K is gonna, she's gonna star in some of our future comedies because she's just that funny, you know. Um, so if you could contribute something to communication, what would it be, Maria?
if I could contribute something to communication, like how we
Yeah.
communicate.
Yep. If
Oh,
you could contribute something to how we communicate, what would it be? You don't put Europe in the dictionary.
really? How'd you know?
Right. Because you're a New Yorker.
I, you know what? I actually have to check. It might already be in the dictionary. I'm gonna go check that out. Honestly, I don't know if I'd be able to contribute anything to communication, but I would want to leave with the note of communicate transparently and honestly. It's just received best that way. If there was a device I could create, it would be a lie detector. So people could truly know what you're saying is the truth. I don't care.
Do
I
you
have
really
nothing to
want to
lie
know the
about.
truth though? Do you really
I
want to like
do.
can you
I
really handle
absolutely
it
do.
20 the truth
Yes.
24/7 of your day? Like everything
You
that somebody comes out
absolutely.
their mouth is 100% the truth all the time.
100%. 100%. Because it's not the truth so much compared to how you're communicating it. It is your tone, it is your cues, it is your facial expressions, it's everything. There's a nice way to go about communicating the truth, and then there's harsh ways, and it really just depends on the person. So, yeah, the only thing I could really ask for communication is be real with it, be transparent about it. And if you have to be kind, think about who you're talking to. Other than that, you always gonna get a 100 with me.
Okay. Okay. What is this face telling you right now?
BS, but that's fine. I don't care.
What's the truth?
Bet.
Or my pump faking right now? What about you, Queen
I
K?
didn't say I
What do
was a
you feel?
walking lie detector.
what do you feel, Queen K? If you can contribute something or add something to communication, since Maria wants to do lie detectors.
Um, that was a good one. A lot of text is a good one. I don't know. That's a good question. What I want to communicate to communication. I don't know. I don't think I have anything really to like just off the top of my head communicate with that. I just, like she said, just want you to make sure that you're being effective, because effective communication really does matter. Because sometimes when we communicate with each other, it's not effective. It doesn't mean anything, and it's not clear. So I guess to just streamline that across what we already have would be a good start. So just be, concise and clear in how you communicate to people. Number one, and then I think from there, it would be, we might need to add on to that. But I think we need to kind of roll back and say, hey, can you be clear about what you're trying to say? And, oh, I thought that's what you meant, or you use this emoji or whatever, this and the third or whatever. But I think I would start with that. I think I would just say,
I think a lot of people misinterpret emojis. Like, what do certain emojis mean to
That's
you? Because just like
mm,
how through a text message, I could write you a message and you interpret it one way, and then I meant it a different way. Same thing with emojis. If I put an emoji in your chat, do you understand what the emoji means?
mhm.
Is it given a new term? You know, so like the emoji 222 put in the chat, like what does that mean to you? So like everybody looks at emoji and
oh,
might
my
think of it a
glasses on.
different way. Oh, your glasses. Okay, Velma.
Contradiction can't be concise and effective at the same time. I don't think so. I think it go hand in hand, actually. Why can't you be effective and concise? Why you have to pick one?
Mm.
You shouldn't have to be able to pick one.
You should be able to
It
be
really
both.
depends on who you're talking to, honestly.
Now, if you're
It
talking to
always
someone
it
and it's
always
not
depends.
effective or it's not concise, then y'all need to work on y'all communication language to each other and how you're talking to each other. Because sometimes when you speak to
Absolutely.
people, it's you try your best to communicate with them, and sometimes it may not come out, or they just not trying to understand you, and that's not your fault. So if you're talking to someone and they're just not even trying to grasp what it is you're saying, that's annoying, and there's nothing else you can really do about that. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
just like, I tried, you just ain't trying to pick up what I'm saying. So I don't know what else to tell you at that point. So I've had that before, conversations like, I don't know what else to say. It's
All
just not.
right,
So
Miss Queen K, the software
I feel
engineer,
what you're
right?
saying, Queen.
yeah, we've all experienced it somewhere. We talked to people and it didn't make any sense. You was like, bro, I don't gave you examples. I don't held up some pictures. I don't did everything else I know to do.
Drew a
You didn't
First
get it,
off,
diagram, got a
and you're not
board
getting
if
it.
out,
So it's
checked
like,
out
what,
some
if
I
blocks.
we're
don't
having a
know
You still not
conversation and
getting
you
it.
draw
what else
pictures,
Facts.
what to
that
say.
it's a wrap. If you need to
So
draw pictures for me, it's over. Like I
I
don't.
don't know.
If you need to
I
hold up a picture
tried.
and say this is what I'm trying to get, no, it's I'm already gone. If you got to hold
We
a
ain't
picture
here
up, it's
apparently.
This is
leave it
what I
alone.
want. This is what you did.
This is
I'm
not
trying to
like
be
you're
here with
putting
you. It's
together a
not there.
desk
So
or
I don't
something.
know. I
Like
don't know what to
you're not constructing something.
And even
tell
those
you.
instructions of communication are difficult.
You
If,
got
Yeah.
if
six
especially if you
screws.
don't have all the pieces. And actually, that's a really great example. If you're trying to put a table together and you have
Mhm.
perfect instructions and you're missing a piece of it, then how can you exactly be concise, right? But effectively, it's not going to work. So there's your example right there. You have to have all the pieces in order for it to be concise. And once you do, then it is going to be effective if you're going through it correctly. So,
What's up,
in
Sophie?
case you needed an example,
Boom.
Even the trolls contribute to the chat. So
I'm a
uh
troll for life, gang, gang.
so I'm just saying, like I'm not calling anybody a troll. I'm just saying even they contribute in their own ways. All right. So before we get up out of here,
Mhm.
Maria, is there something you would like to say
I think
besides
I
Jared?
communicate everything I need to say. But
Okay,
I
cool.
appreciate you having me on the show. Definitely, if you want to see more of me, you can find me right here in Mirrors Live, or Friday nights doing the playlist battle in G-Ways Live. Or tonight, I will be with Sexy Redma, and we will be
Mhm.
having our BBW extravaganza. And you can definitely see me there and in her lingerie lounge on March 16th.
Mm.
BBW
Okay.
extravaganza. So everybody who likes BBWs, go ahead on over there.
That's where I'll be.
Yeah.
What's up? Okay.
Okay, what about you, Queen K? Anything you like to say before you head out?
That's interesting because I was thinking of tapping into to Sexy Red Mom's event tonight at 7. Okay, girl, period.
See you on
So
a
I'll
night.
be over there too. But like I said, a feature show on the app every week. This is it with Queen K every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. So make sure y'all tap in. Last night was a lot of fun. I try to do interactive fun with the audience, and keep people engaged and stuff throughout the whole show. I'm on somebody's show at some point. I'm a part of the Creative Vibe team, so I always are on their programs, doing stuff with them, or you'll just see me around in general. So I have all my, my social media stuff in my bio on here. So, just click the button, take you on over there and hit the follow, and I got you back. So this was
For
fun. Thank you
sure.
for having
You're welcome. Baby bags. We all know that mango madness is the best Snapple flavor. So
On that note.
respectfully, respectfully.
me. Right here.
But
I like Snapple Apple though, because that's a good flavor. So you're not gonna do that.
I
You're not
feel
gonna do
that. I
that.
feel that. So,
I'm
all
gonna
right,
do it too.
everybody. See you later. So this concludes today's show. We will be back next week. It is with the 15th, right? February 15th, the day after Valentine's, where we'll go over some of the biggest historical relationships, such as things like Mark Anthony and Cleopatra, Akhenaten and Nefertiti, things like that. How has the vision of romance changed over the years? You know what I'm saying? And what does it look like today? And what did it look like even hundreds of years ago? So make sure you guys hit me with the fave, tap in with some of the streamers in the chat. Queen K, Maria, all you guys, I appreciate you sliding through and contributing to the conversation today. And yeah, man, we up out of here. Have a great day.